Hey y'all, this is Rhonda B. I'm coming to y'all live. I just feel like there's a tug in my heart. Rage is roaring against my enemies and just who I am in the body of Christ and what God has set for my life. I think a lot of people want me to hurry up with an answer, hurry up and give them what they want instead of listening to what I want for my life. This is the second Christmas without my mom, and as you know, it's a really touchy subject for me. When I used to live in my apartments in North Dallas, I was harassed and bullied, and vice versa. When I worked for Walmart, I was treated the same way. And during that time that I went through those things in life, I kept in contact with my mom at all times. And she passed away one day when I was getting off of work. And it hit me suddenly that my mom was gone. And she always wanted me to overcome leaving a job when everything's got hard for me in life. And I have talked to the police. I have told them about the whole thing that happened. I was very professional in the situation. I even told them, look, we can have a whole conversation with the people that I had an issue with. I talked to the apartment people. I told them the same thing. I even told them how it wasn't the first group of people that I had an issue with, but when my husband lost his job, the noise level was high, but then we lowered it in time enough for us not to get a violation. Okay, but they ended up moving, and we still had neighbors above and upstairs, and we had some new people that came in. At that time, I was mad, I was worn off because I was like, y'all could have got us evicted, y'all could have, caused the situation to happen, and I was ugly for that first week, and I even told the police that, but I was willing to work things out with my neighbors. And they constantly harassed me. They constantly bullied me downstairs. I could have my TV level on 10. They would say it was too loud. They kept playing games with me and my husband. But they always ran away in fear when he came home, right? And so after going through those things as well, I was also getting bullied every day at work. Just because me and a lady named T had a misunderstanding. And I corrected it the first day on the spot and apologized to her. And so for me to continue getting harassed the whole time that I was there was no reason for that, And the whole store started turning against me. And it was one lady, I told her, I said, me and my mom change, messages every day. And I was like, I'm going to overcome this. I'm not going to let anything happen, and on the final day, I was ready to fight. I was ready to duke it out with those girls messing with me, and at that point in time, I received a phone call from my mom's phone, and I realized she didn't answer during lunch, and I was like, that's weird, but she told me she was tired, and I was telling her, I was like, Mom, I'm about to overcome this, this struggle and this stronghold over my life. And she was like praising God, being, excited. And she was telling me how she was excited for the fair with the kids. And then I had a moment of weakness where I told her, I said, Mom, I said, they still messing with me. But I said, God knows. And then she was like, I know. And I didn't hear nothing else from her no more. She died. I praised God. I danced. I sung out my heart. I prayed and been strong for my family. My upstairs neighbors, they clowned me. They saw me believe in the resurrection. They seen me prophesizing, dancing, had my music playing. I didn't care. I challenged the devil. I told him he had nothing on my mama's his faith, all that stuff. And I was able to stay strong during that time for my mom's sake and for God. And I left. I told my husband I didn't want to take it no more. They tried to make a situation that really wasn't a situation after I told them to drop it, because I was trying to evade another situation, and it caused me to lie about something that wasn't their business, and I told them to leave me alone. And I told the cops the same exact thing. And leaving after that situation, I was still applying and looking for jobs that could, distract my mind from me losing my mom and work in a career field that I love doing. So I went to other jobs and I had interviews. I had people paying and on my downfall, watching and seeing my every movement. When I went back to my mom's house, trying to see what I was going to do then and everything else. And still to this day, voices are still trying to harass me. Voices are still trying to control my husband, what he does and what I do. And there have always been challenges even in the churches. I have went to the churches. I felt like at times they casted stones at me. They might have tried to make me seem like I'm unworthy, or I'm on a repentive task, or, make me fall down and be crazy. But that's the one thing you will not have control over me, is using my love for God as some type of, story to make yourself look good. Because when you have to stand before the Lord with conviction in your heart, and He's asking you, what did you do to my daughter Rhonda? And how did you help her outside of, try to pick at a scab or a wound that has already been, inflicted upon her, that I have already healed, and you digging up old dirt? What would you say before God? How would you carry that? But she has already forgiven you and wish you happiness. But I will continue to love God. I will continue to do His work, whether I'm in church or not. And what I do for God, this really ain't none of y'all business. I keep contacting my family. I keep trying to love on them. They have their secrets and stuff they do, just like the churches have their secrets and what they do, just like the world and government and everybody else. But what God tells me to do is love Him and His people. And that's what I plan on doing, whether I know what's going on or not. I don't know all the details to everything. Am I a liar? No. Am I lukewarm for God? No. I'm hot for Him. Never have I denied Christ. There be times where I might be bashful or shy about a situation. It might be times where I have maybe dropped the ball and I speak up when I need to. It might be times where I failed or need to apologize for something. But one thing I'm not going to do is lie about my God and who He is to me in my life and what I stand on for my mom. I love you, but I rebuke the demons and the Jezebel spirits that come against me and my family, and the jealousy and envy, the covenant spirits, because it's not of God. My family are those who do God's will. Not your will, not your understanding, but God's will. I have friends from elementary to high school to college and everything else. I still love them, even though, they go their different ways and separate ways. It's seasons. That's why I call them loved ones. Everybody want their credit. Everybody want their shine. I never forgot about it. Nobody. And I treat them all the same with love and passion. Just like I love the kids, and they will always be my kids. Whether or not, other people think so, they are my kids, whether they nieces and nephews or not, they my kids. Am I having a hard time having kids? Yeah. God, I know when it's time for me to have some, or if I'm going to adopt.